Hello YouTube viewers, my name is Bailey and I will be giving off reviews of my top 5 Land Before Time sequels. This is my first time reviewing, by the way. Oh, one more thing, I apologize if I give away any spoilers for any of the sequels I mentioned if you've not seen any of the sequels. And please don't give me any grief if I get anything wrong. So, please enjoy my reviews. Number 5. The Land Before Time 2, The Great Valley Adventure. This movie to me, in my opinion, is somewhat okay. This happens to be one of the Land Before Time sequels I used to own and watch all the time when I was little. What this sequel is all about is that Littlefoot and his friends, Sarah, Ducky, Petrie, and Spike, are under their parents' guidance and are trying to protect and explain to them about the dangers, especially from the mysterious beyond. One night, they spot two egg stealers, Ozzy and Strut, who are the main antagonists throughout the film, steal one of Ducky's parents' eggs, and they set out to find it and retrieve it before it's too late. They do this to prove to their parents that they're no longer children and they're grown up to take care of themselves. Once they confront Ozzy and Strut in the mysterious beyond, chaos strikes when they're caught in a landslide. Unbeknownst to the young dinosaurs, Ozzy and Strut loses the egg and it rolls back safely to its nest. This makes the young ones, especially Ducky, believe that it was destroyed in the landslide. Moments later, Ducky is sitting next to an egg, believing it's the egg Ozzy and Strut had stolen, but it turns out to be the wrong egg due to its size to be slightly larger. Littlefoot and the others decide to take care of it once it hatches. As soon as the egg hatches, it's revealed to be a baby Sharptooth. Sarah, Ducky, Petrie, and Spike run away, but Littlefoot thinks the baby Sharptooth is no threat, and he names it Chomper. Things go from bad to worse when Ozzy and Strut go after the children for revenge for losing their egg, and two Sharptooth escape because the landslide caused a small part of the wall in the mysterious beyond to break and let them loose. To me, the songs are mediocre and the story plot is okay.
Struth, your mimes won't settle for the dregs. I'll borrow, I'll beg, I'd even kiss you for me, my dear beloved dose of eggs.
Maybe what this film is sending is a message about teaching children how to listen to their parents about the dangers, in my opinion. Other than that, good movie. Number 4. The Land Before Time 5, The Mysterious Island. This is one of the sequels I have never owned or seen as a child until my pre-teens. Once I saw this film, it was actually better than what I expected it to be. What this film is about is that every green food in the Great Valley is eaten by a swarm of leaf gobblers, whatever those are, and it leaves everyone no choice but to leave the Great Valley and live somewhere else. The grown-ups get into arguments due to the lack of food and water and where they should go on the journey, thinking that they should all travel separately, making Littlefoot and his friends disappointed. But Littlefoot has an idea that he and his friends should find food and water so they don't have to leave separately. They soon find a beach area, also known as Big Water, but the water, which is salt water, tasted horrible. They almost gave up until they spot an island. But as they're halfway to the island, a tsunami occurs and they're now stranded on the island. On the island, they soon meet someone who Littlefoot took care of as a hatchling. It's Chomper. He even learned how to talk like the others. But Chomper hides the others in smelly plants from his parents and even a vicious Sharptooth who lives on the island unbeknownst to Chomper. The songs in this movie are great. I like the song Always There, even when Littlefoot mentions his mother in the song.
I remember now, like it was yesterday. She would hold me close, and then I'd hear her say, you know I'll never leave you. You can find me everywhere, in the morning light, the evening star. I'm always there.
One of the funniest things I like about this movie is that they actually use subtitles in scenes where Chomper is talking to his parents. But one of the things in this movie that was interesting to me was that the animators used graphic parts during the battle between Chomper's parents and the vicious Sharptooth, which is kind of concerns me of children's reactions, but I think their parents explained it to them. Number 3. The Land Before Time 4, Journey Through the Mists. This is also one of the sequels I used to own and watch all the time as a kid. What this movie is about is that Littlefoot meets a girl named Allie who was traveling with her mother in a long-neck herd, and they happen to be cousins of Littlefoot and his grandparents. The leader of the herd, Old One, explains to them that they left their land due to the heavy rain and the dangerous creatures that lived there. This land was known as the Land of Mists. When Littlefoot introduced Allie to his friends, Allie is not used to socialize with different dinosaur species and is afraid of them, especially Sarah, who she calls Allie a stuck-up. Later on, Littlefoot's grandpa falls ill, and the only way to make him feel better is if he eats the petals of a night flower which is located in the Land of Mists. Littlefoot, along with Allie, who knows where the Land of Mists is located, sets out to find the night flowers, but along the way they encounter the main antagonists of the movie, Icky and Dill, who they plan on eating them. Also, Littlefoot's friends join him and Allie later on in the movie. This movie is really great, and I love how Littlefoot and his friends risk their lives to save Littlefoot's sick grandpa. I even love the song's Grandma's Lullaby, and it takes all sorts.
So the surest and securest way, which everyone supports, is simply to take our swords.
Enhances the circle, the ever-widening circle, the wonderful circle of life.
I don't know what would have happened if the songwriters named this the Circle of Life. Disney might have sued them because there's already a song named Circle of Life from The Lion King. Number 2. The Land Before Time 3, The Time of the Great Giving. This is also one of the sequels I've never owned or seen until I was in my preteens. What this film is about is that Littlefoot and his friends are being bullied by 3 teenage dinosaurs, Hip, Mutt, and Nod. While that's happening, a shower of flying rocks impacts near the Great Valley, and it causes a rock slide in the mysterious beyond, which then blocks the water supply in the Great Valley. This situation causes arguments between the grown-ups, and they eventually decided that each herd can get a share of water one after another for a little bit in order to have enough for every herd. Littlefoot and his friends then come up with a plan to find water. Hopefully it'll bring peace and harmony to the Great Valley. But chaos occurs when all of a sudden a lightning strikes and causes a wildfire throughout the Great Valley, leaving less green food. This movie to me feels like it's sending a message to children and also their parents about bullying and how to share something to others.
Things are better when you're big. When you're big.
Other than that, I like this movie. Number 1. The Land Before Time 7, The Stone of Cold Fire. This movie is also one of the sequels I have owned and watched several times as a kid. To be honest, this sequel is probably one of my favorite sequels out of all the sequels of The Land Before Time. What this movie is about is that Littlefoot sees a flying rock that's different than any other flying rock he's seen, flying through the sky at night and landing in the mysterious beyond. When he explains it to the grown-ups the next day, every grown-up except his grandparents disbelieve his story, claiming that it was something that he saw that only seemed different or in a dream. 2 mysterious newcomers, known as the Rainbow Faces, appear, and they explain what Littlefoot saw could be a stone of cold fire, a rock that is supposedly gives off wonders and miracles. Petrie's long-lost, sinister, devious uncle, Toronto, overhears this and believes that the stone can give magical powers, and he plans to use the stone to take over the Great Valley as a leader. Toronto, along with his 2 cronies, Rinkus and Sierra, confront Littlefoot about the location of the stone. He refuses, due to the fact that he immediately distrusts Toronto, nor the fact that any grown-up in the Great Valley doesn't trust him either, due to a previous event that got him exiled from the herd that is mentioned later on in the film. Toronto then asks his nephew, Petrie, who idolizes him, to get the information from Littlefoot about the location of the stone. Eventually, Toronto finds out where the stone landed from Petrie, whose feelings were hurt due to the distrust over his uncle from his friends, especially from Littlefoot and Sarah. But later that night, Ducky is captured by Sierra because she was eavesdropping on their plans, and they take her with them to search for the stone. Littlefoot and his friends soon find out the truth about Toronto on why he got exiled from the herd in the first place before they go to the mysterious beyond to save Ducky. Part of the reason why this sequel is my favorite is because it has good songs.
Maybe he's grumpy, maybe he'll shout, maybe he'll fill your head full of doubt. But if you turn him inside out, there is good inside.
How lucky they are to know as they watch us from down below.
What reverence they will show. Very important.
Very important.
Very important.
Very important.
Also, not only I like the movie and the story plot, but my favorite classic actor, Michael York, is the voice of Toronto, which explains how this makes him a good villain throughout the whole movie, as many fans would say. Michael York is known for his best film roles, such as Romeo and Juliet, Cabaret, The Three Musketeers, Logan's Run, and Austin Powers. Thanks for watching!